going on, guys? How you all doing? Can you hear me first? Can you hear me? Am I loud and clear? Am I loud and clear? I should do that every show, to be honest. Am I loud and clear? Can you hear me? Because yesterday I was completely, you couldn't hear a thing. Maybe that's a good thing for some people. Can you hear me, guys? Am I loud and clear to you? I hope so, guys. Absolutely hope so. Welcome to Breaking Dawn and the Breaking Dawners. I hope you're all doing well, guys. I hope everyone's having a fabulous morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world, or if you're asleep. You can't be listening to me right now if you're asleep, innit? But before I start, please don't forget to subscribe and smash a like on the video, guys. That would be absolutely perfect if you guys could do that for me. I'll be absolutely very, very much appreciated, guys. Very, very much appreciated. Let me just check a couple of things. I'm going to check my volume because, you know, you never know what happens with this, you know, because at the end of the day, yesterday I was quiet for a few minutes and then people was like, oh, I can't hear you. I can't hear you, you know? Let me have a look. Let me see if I'm live. I'm absolutely live and kicking, my friends. I'm live. Yes, absolutely. Brilliant. I'm loud. At least you can hear my voice this time because yesterday was a madness. Guys, I want to start off, obviously, in regards to Antony. I don't know how you feel about this story, but Antony, there were rumours that he might be going to Turkey. At the end of the day, it's too late in the window. I felt it was too late in the window to be looking to get rid of players right now. It would have been a mistake, in my opinion. Obviously, it hasn't materialised. He hasn't left Manchester United. He's still at Manchester United. And I thought it would have been a mistake, to be honest, because I still feel that we can get something out of Antony this season that is different from the other players that we have in our squad. I still feel there is ability in Antony. I may be one of the few, but I still feel that there is something about Antony that he can give us, because he's got that graft, he's got that energy, he tracks back. You know, I just feel like, you know, it would have been a mistake to get rid of Antony, would have weakened our squad again, you know, and getting rid of them on loan as well. I just don't think it would have made sense for me. Antony is rumoured that he wants first team football. Antony wants to play for Man United first team. You know, we can't offer that. This is the problem. We're heavily stacked in that position and we can't offer him guaranteed first team football, sadly, you know, and unfortunately, if he wants to find another club, I mean, he's more than welcome to do that, but I feel like he should fight for his space. I feel like he's got something to offer, in my opinion. Subject to popular belief of some people, of course. Let me get through to your comments, guys. Gloria, Uchichi, how you doing, my friend? God bless your day too. God bless. No insults today, Uchichi. No insults today. God bless you too. Please, everyone do well. Smash a like button for the greatest football maestro, Mr. Sal, Mr. Gloria, Mrs. Gloria, whoever. Look, at the end of the day, thank you so much for your love and your support. I really, really appreciate it. It means so much to me. It means so much to me, guys. Absolutely. Irfan, here we go. Hi, here we go. Here we go for another show. Here we go for another show, guys. You can hear me loud and clear today. I was about 2 minutes without saying anything yesterday. I was absolutely silent. You know, I should have done hand movements and stuff. It's like a Charlie Chaplin movie from back in the day. Mad Advanced Sid. We destroyed Antony's career, man. He should have lived Man United. We've destroyed a number of careers over the recent years, Mad Advanced Sid. Absolutely. We have. Especially under the Glazers regime, you know, we have, you know, it's no coincidence that everyone who seems to sign for us ends up declining at the moment, you know. Probably you can argue Leacher hasn't really, and you can argue Bruno didn't really. But I would like to know your opinion on this, actually. I would really like to know your opinion. If Bruno Fernandes signed for Real Madrid instead of Man United, where do you think his career would be? There's a question for you. Where do you think his career would be if he signed for Real Madrid instead of signing for Man United at that time? I know it's hypothetical and all that, but I would like to know your opinions regards that, because, you know, some people are saying he would have been an elite player, he would have been a Ballon d'Or contender. What do you think about that? Almac, rather than sit down on the bench, why not let Antony go first in football and regain his form and value? Loan him where you can come back a new two-footed player. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. That's what they said. That's what wasn't it? Well, that's an old saying, isn't it? Roy Keane said you can't change the spots on a leopard, can you? At the end of the day, can he learn to play on his right foot? Can he do that? Or left foot? What is he? He's a left footer, isn't he? So can he learn to play on his right foot? Can he learn to cross on his right foot? I would like to see him cross sometimes. That's the thing. The one little positive is when he came on against, I think it was Brighton. He came on against Brighton and he took on his man. I couldn't believe my eyes. He took on his man and he tried to get a cross in. That's different, you know. He didn't play last game, so we can't really blame him for that one. He should come to United. We need him really. Who's that? Which one should come to United? Who should come to United? Which one, my friend? Bruno. Morning, Brian. How you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining the stream, rejoining the stream. Thank you so much, guys. You absolute legends, you. Absolute legends. For now, Man United can lose player in the transfer market for Saudi. Definitely. But you know what? I'm going to give Antony a little bit of sympathy here, right? Because I know last season he had the off-field issues. Goodness me. The guy almost got thrown in jail, guys. The guy almost got thrown in jail. So, you know what? I would give him a chance this season. I don't think he's going to be going to Turkey. Turkey cannot buy Antony. Although I do get the point. I do get the point that maybe if we loaned him out and he can improve his form, learn how to kick with another foot, of course, as well. You know, who knows what would happen at the end of the day. But you know, we'll keep him now. It looks like he's going nowhere. He's going nowhere, guys. Absolutely. Uchidi, please, Mr. Sal, tell Man United not to sell Antony now because he's the only natural left winger player after Ahmad. Right winger, he plays on the right wing, Ahmad. Take a look at it. We have the Carabao Cup games to play. Antony will be useful there. Absolutely good point, Uchidi. Brilliant point in regards to that. We need a squad. At the end of the day, we don't really have a squad, do we? Let's be honest. If Ugarte gets injured, who's coming in? This is what I'm worried about. We got Collier, of course. Ericsson, who doesn't really play there. Mason Mount, do they play there? You know what? We need a bigger squad, and I don't think we should be getting rid of anyone else right now until we bring some more players in. As you know, we need, of course. Let me just go back. Did I miss anyone's chat there? I don't like missing anyone's chat. No, I didn't. Bruno is on a level of Real Madrid who will never play. You never know. You know, when he first signed for Man United at Sporting Lisbon, he was brilliant. And he had rumours that he wanted that Real Madrid are after him and stuff like that. Who would have known what he would become if he signed for Real Madrid? If he signed for Real Madrid, no one knows where his ability would have went. You know what I mean? It could have went high, it could have went low. Who knows, you know? But, you know, he's been Man United's best signing post Sir Alex Ferguson, in my opinion. Swallowed the 2 titles after Bournemouth left. Yeah, well, you could say that. You can blame him for that. At the end of the day, I don't think so. I won't blame him for that. I think at the end of the day, how many titles has Sporting Lisbon won in the Portuguese league? For goodness sake, you know, Bruno's a fantastic player. You know, and you know, anyone who thinks differently, you know, is not watching the game and studying the game. The one thing I would say is that we play him too much. We've overused him, in my opinion. We burned him out. He plays every single game. He needs a rest, right? And look at Man United when Bruno plays and when Bruno doesn't play. You know, and at the same time, he does need a rest. Do we need to think long term? Yes, we do. We do need to think long term. We do need to feel like replacing Bruno eventually because Bruno's near 30. So we do need to think about replacing Bruno, in my opinion. I feel like we need to bring in a more technical baller in regards to Omo, someone like that. You know, we should have done that anyway, you know, but now these players are not available. We're going to have to find someone else in the market. We should not sell Antony. He showed Cucurella, who is the boss at the Olympics. Absolutely, mate. You know, one thing I like about Antony, I know not many people agree with this, but I like Antony's passion. I like the way when he's on the pitch, he wears his heart on his sleeve and he fights for the badge. That's sometimes all you want to see in your player, to be honest with you. Sometimes you just want to see a bit of effort. You just want to see someone fighting for the badge. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you just want to see that. You don't want to see, you know, down tooling or giving up, throwing your hands in the air and stuff. I like Antony in regards to that. I like Antony the way he puts his badge up. I like that sort of thing, of course. Chichi, United shouldn't sell anyone if it's not Lindelof or Ericsson, and we should be getting someone in return, maybe Rabiot. Yeah, Rabiot's still available. It doesn't look like Rabiot's coming to Man United, of course. Rabiot, of course, wants a lot of money in wages, which we're not going to pay. We've changed our whole stance in regards to wages and stuff like that. I do like Rabiot. You know, I think he's a decent player, an experienced player. I think he would do well at Man United, but, you know, we cannot be paying more mercenaries in our team. And would he accept a position on the bench, you know, because we're going to rotate our squad. We've got Kobe Mainoo, we've got Ugarte in there. Now, I've been looking at the formation of Erik ten Hag, which the 3-1, of course, the 3-1 was in it 3-1-2-3 or something like that, or some 2-6 at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, I'm thinking that Erik ten Hag needs to change his formation somewhat, you know. I think like this is not working. I don't think any CDM would work in that system. I'm starting to think about, will any CDM work in this system? And I'm starting to believe it won't. I think he does need to change it. Uchichi, Rabiot's mum demands huge wages. Yeah, you need to pay for his mum and you need to pay for Rabiot. Both 2 wages. You need to sign 2 players. Or 1 player with 1 mum. Matt said, I meant Brighton, but I wrote United. I don't know why. What was your last comment? Mad. He should come to Brighton. We need him. Really need him. He should have come. Yeah. He should have played. Yeah, we did. In regards to should he have played at Brighton, you mean? Should he have played at Brighton? Absolutely. Play Antony on the left and he might cross the ball. Like, you know what? I don't know why we don't play Antony on the left. He's left-footed. I don't know why we don't play him there. It's a bit strange that we don't play him there. You know, some people saying play him left wing back, play him left back. You know, some people say things like that. Can he play left back? Can he play left wing back? Would you do that? Ciao. Sporting Lisbon also won titles when Ronaldo left. Does that mean they was If I had an explosion, Sniper Man, I would use the explosion, you know. I would. Sporting Lisbon are always going to win titles. Always going to win titles. Is Casemiro leaving even on loan? I don't think Casemiro will be leaving, and it would be really silly for Man United to be getting rid of Casemiro now, because at the moment our squad is very, very light in regards to the central midfield position. Who we got, right? Let's think about CDMs, right? Mainu can play there, but he's not really a CDM. I class him as like a number 8. You've got obviously Ugarte, who's a CDM, and Casemiro's a CDM. Now, if we get rid of Casemiro, what happens then? Do you know what I mean? If Ugarte gets injured, we're in a bit of a pickle, isn't it? We're in a bit of problems with regards to who we're going to play there. Are we going to play a midfielder in there? Are we going to play Eriksen in there? Someone like that. Mason Mount in there. When that's not their position. You know, so I wouldn't get rid of him now. Probably the end of this season, I'll probably look at moving him on, or, you know, or replacing him in January if we can do that. Sniper Man, did Casemiro's contract get terminated? I don't want him to leave like Ronaldo. No, it's not been terminated. He's still a Manchester United player. I'm not hearing anything about termination of his contracts. How many titles we won since Bruno joined? How many titles we won without Bruno? How many titles we won since 2013, my friend? We haven't won anything since 2013. Bruno signed in 2017. Bruno signed. So what did we win between 2013 and 2017? You know, Bruno's won more cups. You know, at the end of the day. So you can't bring that into it, guys. You can't bring that into it. That's a bit nitpicking. Come on, Chow. You could do better than that. That's nitpicking. Come on, my friend. Who is the second choice captain after Bruno? Maguire, De Ligt. I'm not too sure. I would say Licha Martinez myself. I would say Licha Martinez is the next captain, in my opinion. I'll definitely say that. Absolutely. Irfan, Real Madrid have the best midfield in the world. Bruno would never play. Yeah, I agree. Probably not, but who knows? I'm just bringing in the question. What would happen hypothetically if it did happen? You know, because back then, you know, who knows what would happen? They did want him back then as well. What's your thoughts on Bruno quotes? Haven't read Bruno's quotes. You mean in regards to the tactics? You mean in regards to overreaction? Do you mean in regards to what he said about overreaction? I feel like players need to take responsibility for their performances. I feel like, you know, they should stop making excuses. That's what I feel. I feel like they should just say it as it is. Say it's not good enough. Say you know, and we need to improve as players. Saying that the fans are overreacting and stuff is not the right thing to say right now, because the fans are very upset after losing to our arch rivals Liverpool. So they should, for my personal opinion is just talk about yourself. Don't talk about what the fans are doing. Don't talk about how the fans feel, because the fans are very upset at the moment. The fans are we're in combat at the moment almost. You know what I mean? We're in civil war at the moment in regards to fan base. So my opinion on Bruno Fernandes is just, you know, be a bit more subtle the way you speak, you know, about the fans and stuff like that. Who backed you? Chichi, Casemiro can go next season because he's having a weaker legs prior to the standard of the Premier League. I mean, no disrespect, Cassie is a good player, but nature tells sometimes. Absolutely, and especially when you come to the Premier League late in your career, you're not used to the pace of the game. You know, he had a good first season, but it's slowly declining, of course. Sometimes you have to say, look, it's time to go. It's time to go. Sometimes you should say it's time to go, you know what I mean? And it's time to let bygones be bygones and say, look, you know, it's not working for me. My legs are going. Be honest and say, I can't play in the Premier League anymore. It's too quick for me. Absolutely. Good comment, Chichi. Thanks for that. Mad, Antony loves United, no cap. He is like Sancho, no cap. He is not like Sancho. Antony's a passionate guy. He's nothing like Sancho. He's nothing like Sancho. Sancho's a spoilt brat. Antony's come from the favelas, for goodness sake. Antony loves Man United. Sancho's just a spoilt brat. How much is Rabiot demanding, Spider-Man? Who's Spider-Man? Oh, who's Spider-Man? Am I Spider-Man? I'm not going to answer that because I don't know if I'm Spider-Man or not. Sniper Man. You mean Sniper Man? Sniper Man's here, not Spider-Man. We should have gotten two managers there, absolutely. But he went to Real Madrid, didn't he, Sniper Man? At the end of the day, you know, when Real Madrid come calling, you know, it's very hard to stop them from going to Real Madrid right now. And do you blame them at the moment, the mess that Manchester United are in? Do you blame anyone for not going to Real Madrid? I don't, absolutely not. HHE, Gloria, 200k or more. Can we get to 200k subscribers by the end of the season? Could we? Never. Never say never, but I doubt it. Unless something amazing happens, unless I become really famous and I get retweeted by Mbappe or something like that, then definitely. Speaking of Mbappe, he got his account hacked, of course. If I was hacking his account, which I don't hack, it's a bad thing. At the end of the day, if I had control of his account, the first thing I would say, go and subscribe to Stretford Post. That's what I'll say. Subscribe to Stretford Post. See how many subscribers I get. UCC is linked to Man United and free choice. Absolutely, the Turkish player is linked. I was going to bring that into the show, fam. He is linked to Man United. Can we get another deal over the line? You know what I mean? A free transfer in. I'm not too sure we're going to do any business, my friend. Sadly, as it is, I do think that we do need more, but I don't think we're going to do any more business, in my personal opinion, out and in. Some people are saying that Ugarte came for the money. What is your opinion on that? Absolutely not. You know, he's getting paid less than most players in our squad. Absolutely didn't come for the money. He's getting the same amount of money, wasn't he, at PSG? Didn't work out for him there. One thing we have to wait and see. At the end of the day, whatever he's getting paid, as long as he justifies that money, as long as he performs on the pitch and he does the business on the pitch, I'm completely happy with that. I'm happy. Take what you want. Just perform on the pitch. Sal, Mainu can work rate in attack and the defence is the same. That is good. Sal, Mainu is doing a lot of work at the moment. He is covering for Casemiro. If you watch the games, you see Mainu and Casemiro having little altercations with each other, like saying, where you're supposed to be there, no, you're supposed to be there. There's little arguments, and it's been going on for a few weeks. I've noticed it now for a few weeks. Next commenter. Ciao, Bruno spoke the truth. Nothing wrong with it. Yeah, but you know what? You have to be careful what you say when it comes to the fans, especially when we've just lost 3-0 to Liverpool. You have to be really careful. Bruno signed for us in 2020. Exactly. So 2013 to 2020, we didn't win the league, did we, guys? Unless I am having hallucinations. We did not win the league between 2013 and 2020. Maybe it's not Bruno. Ever thought about that? So we are cup teams. Mate, we were a cup team before Sir Alex Ferguson come. Cup teams, you become cup teams. And what do cup teams bring? They bring the taste for success. Now, when you win cups, the next step is the trophies, the Premier League trophies. You're better off winning cups than winning no cups. You know, yes, we are a Premier League team. We should be challenging for the Premier League. I absolutely firmly believe that, and I believe we will. We will. Just be calm, be patient. It will happen. Lisandro should be a captain. Absolutely, Kenny. You think like me, my guy? Thank you so much. Absolutely. Kenny TV, yeah. Lisandro Martinez should be captain. He's the only one I would say. Let's see how Ugarte does. He might be captain material. Ciao. At this stage, we are. At this stage, yeah. But you know what? Cup teams can develop into Premier League teams and Champions League teams. You know what I mean? It can. Sniperman, Kenny, nah, bro. Delete should be. We'll have to wait and see. I haven't seen much. The Sniperman, that's a good shout. Absolutely. We all good ballers, ball knowledge in this chat. Casemiro still play versus the small club. He can play in the EPL. Yeah, he can still play. I'll keep Casemiro. We cannot weaken our squad anymore, especially in that midfield position. We can't do that, guys. What's going on? What are you talking about? We cannot sell another midfield player, guys. Come on, we can't. We got nobody there. Who are we going to play there? Who are we going to play there? Rasmus? We ain't going to play no one there, guys. We need to keep our squad right now. Unless we get someone in, we need to keep our squad. There was a civilian war on Science. I see Science channel. You know, big up that channel and stuff like that. But you know what? In regards to Faz and people in that regard, you know what? They're passionate. You know, they were hurt last season. But what I would say, right? Those who have to shout to get their point across, those who have to scream and shout and dish out insults, lack intelligence. Right, they lack the ability to conform a constructive argument without raising their voice. Once you've raised the voice, that shows a lack of intelligence. I would say that. So when you start shouting and you start screaming and you start pointing your finger and stuff like that, it shows a lack of intelligence, in my opinion. And a lot of these people thrive off it because it goes viral, it does that. But goodness me, grown man, come on, calm down, calm down. It's a grown man at the end of the day in front of a camera, right? Just calm yourself. Calm your tits, all right? Relax, don't worry, just stop shouting, calm it down, all right? Good boy. Don't stop going, you are this, you are that, you are this, you are that, you are that, you F this, F that. Mate, you are not the Incredible Hulk, my guy. I know you look like it, but you're not the Incredible Hulk. At the end of the day, mate, my friend, right, you when you speak to people, speak with an element of calmness. Be a gentleman when you're talking. Stop talking like a muppet. You're not that guy. And I would say this very, very calmly, mate. Stop it. All right? I know you want to go viral. I know you're hurt from last season. I know your pride has been hurt. But what happens when we lose? We all lose, my guy. You don't win. We lose. As far as I'm concerned, you're a Man United supporter. You lose, I lose. Whether my opinion is different to yours, it doesn't really matter. Because at the end of the day, when we lose, you lose as well. It doesn't matter what my opinion is and what your opinion is. We're all on the same boat, my guy. At the end of the day, if you want to have a proper constructive argument, you know what? You're welcome to come on the show. My guys here in the comments are going to get you on the show. Come on the show, and I will give you a very, very educational speech about Manchester United. And if you want to do that, you're more than welcome. If you don't want to do that, the volume there. It's a bit like my mic yesterday. It wasn't working. Just turn it down a little bit. Just a little bit. Tone it down, mate. You're not that guy. Almac, if you were Bruno, would you prefer to be a squad player or on a Champions League team, or a star-studded United that barely qualifies Championship, big fish small team? Squad player. But for me, I'm a Man United fan, so I would say Man United all day. I'll be in the Man United reserves as I could, But if I was a neutral, it would be Real Madrid squad player. It would, because at the end of the day, if I leave Real Madrid, I'm going to go to a Man United anyway. Do you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, look, you win trophies, you get on the pitch, you know what I mean? You win trophies, and it's a good life. Wouldn't you take that? I would, definitely. Absolutely. Absolutely. Irfan, I like Mount, Casemiro, Amano, Bruno, Rashford, Harry, Luke Shaw, more flop out. Yeah, I know, mate. You got a point. You got a point, Irfan. I do agree with that. I do. I mean, instead of Casemiro, we should have gotten Chouameni. Yeah, but he already had his sights on Real Madrid, didn't he? He already had his sights on signing for Real Madrid. I believe already he had agreed the terms with Real Madrid and stuff like that. He had already done that. Kenny Fantiva, he is the captain of Man United, and after 3 games already, excuses guy. Look, Chow, look, you make a point. At the end of the day, look, if he doesn't improve his game, we know what's going to happen. He's going to end up being dropped, isn't he? And no one should be exempt from being dropped from the football team. But we also have to look at it like this, that is he the only one who's not performing well? No one is performing well for us at the moment. No one is there in glowing light at the moment, as you know what I mean? So everyone is capable of being dropped. Sniper Man, when will Man United start to win for once? Man United will. It's coming, my guy. It's coming. Mark my words, we are coming. This beast is about to awaken, my people. This beast is about to awaken. Mad Advance said, okay, so I saw some comments where even United fans were saying that United English is a major problem, but when it Carabao Cup and finished third, United have always been hated by the English media. Even as an Englishman, I know that, you have to be very, very careful when it comes to England. When the media come in. I've been interviewed by The Sun, right? In regards to something completely different about football. It was not football. I was in the music industry, and The Sun came up to me in the street. One guy who works for The Sun, he put a mic to my mouth, and he started talking about religion and stuff like that. And he completely twisted my words and stuff like that. I know what they're about. Nasty people. Grayo, morning. Grayo, how you doing, my friend? How you feeling? How's your hip? How was work yesterday? I hope you're doing well, my friend. Morning, Sal, and everyone get ready for just a quick visit. Hope you have what have I missed? Nothing in particular, nothing so special. Just talking about Antony. Should Antony go? Should Antony stay? Should Casemiro go? Should Casemiro stay? What are your feelings about that, Grayo? Hope you're well, my friend. Thanks, Kenny. Yeah, it has to be spoken. It has to be spoken, my friend. It has to be spoken. The problem is this fan base is that they just want to be proven right. Apparently Sancho Defence League exists. Yeah, there is a Sancho Defence League. So apparently you can disrespect the club and the fans. Do you know what I mean? And there's still so-called Man United fans who support him. At the end of the day, what he did was wrong. Own it. He was wrong. Stop blaming Ten Hag. What he did was wrong at the end of the day. Managers can call at you if they want to call at you. If they feel like you're not training, then you're not training. That's it. Simple as that. It's such a small thing. If you know what I mean? If you call out a manager online and you leave it there for 2 weeks, when you come back to Man United, you didn't even tweet about Man United. You didn't put a picture up about Man United. But when you sign for Chelsea, you start saying how your greatest players of all time were Frank Lampard and Didier Drogba. He's a nutter. He's a nutter at the end of the day. And those people on that channel who embrace this type of thing, I don't know. These guys, look, I know you're upset about being sacked from the United stand, right? I know that is a space for ex-employees, right? But come on, my guy, calm down. Guys, it's Manchester United. I supported this club for 40 years, right? 40 years. I've never found the need to go online and start screaming abuse at people that they don't know. It's madness, isn't it? When you think about it deeply, it is quite madness. Gray, what I've noticed is that rival fans, sport journals, and bitter media pundits, Shearer, Sawa, Souness, etc., are ganging up on us. Now it's time for us, fans, to close the ranks and get behind the team. Absolutely. We have enough enemies in the media and rival fans than to be our own enemy, if you know what I mean. We have enough of enemies, for goodness sake, already. Why do we need to make more enemies in regards to our own fan base? We need to unite, and we need to fight against these biased medias, of course. Do you think Portugal and England will win the Nations League? I'm not too bothered about the Nations League. I don't think England will win the Nations League. I don't think they take it that seriously, to be honest with you. I don't. I can't believe that some fan channels have not matured after 3 years of covering United and just go overboard after one loss. They seem to murmur around, but excited after a loss due to... Yeah, goals for George, it is exactly right. Exactly good point. Because at the end of the day, what it is that they made an opinion last season. They sacrificed themselves. They sacrificed their own opinion by celebrating Ten Hag's sacking too early. A lot of those guys were posting pictures of Ten Hag, bald fraud, peanut head, all that business, right? Celebrating that he's been sacked when he hadn't actually officially been sacked, right? And then what happened? He won the FA Cup. Then they had egg on their face. So what it is, what happens to arrogant people? People who have too much pride. It's the worst thing that can happen to them. Their ego has been hit, and it's been hit. It's taken a turn for the worse. It's been hit, you know, and they can't take it. So the only way they can vent their feelings is by abuse, by swearing, by saying, "I told you so." It's 3 games in a season, guys. Anything can change. They could be made to look like a prat again if they really want to. But I don't tend to see it like this, you see. My opinion is not greater than your opinion. His opinion is not greater than my opinion. But what I would say is that calm down. At the end of the day, calm down. Allow the abuse on the manager. Allow the abuse on the players. Just keep it constructive, my guy. Keep it constructive. And maybe people might take you a little bit more seriously than they're taking you right now at the end of the day. You know, not every one of us are fortunate to have platforms like United Stand and stuff. I don't have a platform. I've never been given the opportunity on the show. I've never been given one show. Do you know what I mean? But I know if I went on that show, I would try and spread constructive argument. I would try my best to be balanced in my opinion. Do you know what I mean? You've got your numbers because you guys were given that platform. Which, obviously, I know by Mark as well, he regrets giving you that platform. You know, at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, these guys, you know, they just need to calm it down, use their numbers as a blessing, and spread the right message, guys. Spread the right message. Now, if Ten Hag did get sacked, who are you going for? Tell me. And the reason they won't answer this question, right, is because they know if that manager fails, they're going to look silly. So what is it? They're the all-knowing. They're the all-knowing. They should tell us. Well said, Grayo. Big up, Grayo. My G is Grayo. Big up, Kenny. Antony can still play the role, but maybe he can study Amari Hutchinson at Ipswich to see how to be more effective. I hope so, mate. It's just that I don't think these players are learning. None of these strikers seem to be learning off Ruud van Nistelrooy either. They don't seem to be learning any skill, any goal scoring ability or nous or what. however you pull it. Now, I just want to bring this into the show. Of course, Christopher Vivell, who's working on our transfers, of course, famously worked with Salzburg. Very, very good guy in regards to players, young players especially. Looks like he's going to be staying till January. That means that he can work on transfers in January, which is fantastic news. That means Man United have plans to do business in January. That is great, isn't it? That is good news in regards to Christopher Vivell, a very, very good appointment, a very, very educational, knowledgeable man. And it's great to have him at the club, and it's great that he's going to be doing business in January. And it looks like Man United will be doing business in January. How excited are we? Who are we going to bring in? Obviously, it depends what happens during the season. We hope, fingers crossed, we don't get any injuries. We'll have to wait and see where our position is and what position we need, of course. But exciting news about Christopher Vivell, of course. Grayo, morning, my friend. All our enemies, I just love seeing us suffer. Yep, we have to get behind the team and the manager, whatever your feelings towards Everton are, we have to stay united. Absolutely, Grayo. And we know we get upset after the game. You know what we do? We all get upset. You get angry. We start throwing everything everywhere. We start shouting and stuff like that. But we're calm now. You know what I mean? It's a few days after the game, for goodness sake. We look at things from a bird's eye point of view now. We look at things from a different point of view. And at the end of the day, shouting and screaming and abuse, it doesn't work. It's just going to make it worse. Just get behind the team. I swear we are just the most sensitive fan base around the world. Absolutely. Some of them are not fans, Kenny. Some of them, unfortunately, are not fans. They're not fans. They picked up Man United in the noughties and stuff like that. They started supporting us when we were successful, and they feel like they have every right to be successful every single season. Some things take time. Sir Alex Ferguson took time. It took him 5 years at the end of the day, and I was there. Do you know what I mean? I was frustrated, but you know, at the end of the day, we became the best team in the world. Maybe we just need to be a little bit more patient. You know, maybe after the international break, maybe then we can start, you know, judging the manager and seeing what's going on. If we go on a run of winning games, you know what, things can change. You know, it's early in the season. You never know. But we just need to be more calm and stop being reactionary, stop screaming and shouting in front of the camera. You're embarrassing yourself. Uchichi, Sancho is a traitor and still kids for me. He's not a football type for me. He's annoying talking to staff different and United have revealed in the past. Absolutely, mate. You know, he's a spoilt brat. You know, the one thing, they're making stupid people rich. This is the problem. In society these days, in regards to social media is a fantastic thing, but unfortunately it's given too many waste men a voice, which they wouldn't otherwise have. Do you know what I mean? It's given them a voice they wouldn't otherwise have, because they wouldn't have the graft to get a voice. Like for me, before Twitter, before all this business, my videos were on national TV, on Kiss, on Choice, and all these things. You know what I mean? My videos were on MTV and stuff like that. So I didn't have social media. I went in the streets and I used to literally hustle. You know what I mean? A lot of these people don't have a hustle, you know, and they don't. So what they feel like, they're a bit spoiled in regards to their voice being heard, you know. And some people, their voice shouldn't be heard. Just shouldn't be, you know, because they're still kids, you know, at the end of the day. And they're speaking for the sake of speaking, shouting for the sake of shouting. Do you know what I mean? And this is this generation. You know, they don't look at things, you know, objectively. They don't look at things like from the outset, from above. They just like to shout, you know, and this is a problem. Good morning, mate. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're all doing well, by the way. To you too, my friend. Absolutely. Big up Grayo, the legend in the chat. Absolute legend. Very nice, man. Very nice, Kenny. Big up Grayo. Big up Kenny, by the way. Just give constructive criticism towards the manager and the players instead of abusing them. Calling someone a peanut head, calling someone a bald fraud, from bald frauds, from peanut heads, ironically, you know, it just doesn't work, does it? It's insulting. It's not nice, is it? At the end of the day, regardless if you like a manager or not, have a constructive criticism about it. Bring in all the mitigating circumstances. Talk about that. Try and counter that for me. Counter it for me. Don't come out with rubbish. When you shout, when you scream, when you insult, it shows a lack of intelligence. In my opinion. I really want Ronaldo to win the Nations League, to see Ronaldo Jr. win a World Cup, or even see Man United win a title, as I have not seen Man United title. You're going to see it, Sniper Man. I've seen a lot. Lucky for me. But you're going to see it, mate, very soon. Don't worry. It's going to happen. But just keep the positivity. Maybe we don't deserve a title. Have you thought about that? Maybe all those fans around that are screaming and shouting and abusing people online and stuff like that have cursed us. Maybe that's the case, you know. Maybe they're giving us bad juju, you know, at the end of the day. You never know. Before I start, guys, smash a like and subscribe. Thank you so much, Grayo. Hope to see you later. Thank you, guys. Please smash a like and please subscribe to the channel. You absolute legends, you. Sal, did you notice that Onana's goalkeeping positioning for the Saudi Salah goal is bizarre? Yeah, one thing I have noticed about Onana's positioning, he tends to stay on his right at the far end of the goal, which leaves him a lot to do when a player shoots on the other side. This could be a reason he keeps conceding the goals. Look, I don't want to bring in David De Gea, right? But David De Gea would have saved a number of those goals. David De Gea, he would have saved a number of those goals. I'm just going to say it like that. I would be very interested to see where we would be if we still had David De Gea. Where would we be? How are Turkish guys able to afford one player like Osman? Aren't they broke? I think it's a loan with an obligation to buy. Yeah, they are broke. I think their record transfer is about 30 million or something like that. God knows where they get the money. Probably have some money stacked up. Do you know what? They're dodgy. Can I tell you a story when I went to Turkey, right? I went to Turkey about a couple of months ago now, and obviously I was doing my work and stuff. And I went to a chicken and chip shop, a fried chicken and chip shop. You know, fast food? Did you know how much 2 burgers, 2 fries, and a piece of chicken and 2 drinks cost? I'm going to tell you that. Do you know how much it cost? £88, English pounds, 95 euros, something like that. In the airport, I couldn't believe my eyes because I was looking at the Turkish lira, and I was looking at the numbers, and I was looking at, oh, that's probably 1,000 lira is like, you know, probably about, you know, £5 now. Bad experience. If you go to Turkish airport, if you go to Istanbul, if you go to the airport, my advice would be, look at the currency exchange. Look at the currency exchange because, man, boy, oh boy, biggest chicken burger I've ever had, most expensive chicken burger I've ever had. Uchiti, yes, it's juju. It's juju. Absolutely. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. You know, if you ever go to Istanbul airport, there's a chicken shop on the 2nd floor, right? It's a Turkish chicken shop. And you get, I think it's a Turkish wrap, you know, like kebabs and doner kebabs and stuff like that. So if you go up there, look at the prices, and you come back to me. Unbelievable. It costs £88. Not a restaurant, a fast food place. I couldn't believe my eyes, guys. I was like, absolutely, I felt sick on the flight back to Abu Dhabi. I felt sick. I was absolutely, you know, but what the hell? You know what I mean? Goodness me. Guys, yeah. So, look, I want to know your opinions about this, peeps. I've been getting a lot of messages on my Twitter page in regards to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, saying that I'm a hypocrite because I support Ten Hag, but I didn't support Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Now, I want to clear this up for the numpties online, right? It's quite simple in regards to that. You can rate a manager and you can not rate a manager. Now, I supported Ole Gunnar Solskjaer all the way up until his 3rd season, right? I supported him. Now, in the 3rd season, I changed my tune because he started making mistakes and blah, 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 and apologising to Rashford, things like that, which I don't think a manager should ever do, right? Started doing things like that. And I went off Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I said he's not the guy to take us forward. I didn't criticise him. I didn't abuse him. I didn't say anything. I just said his tactics are wrong, this, that. I brought it constructive. Now, these people are coming on my Twitter page saying, "Oh, you support Ten Hag, but not Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. You hypocrite." At the end of the day, they're very, very. I think some people are just so silly. It's unbelievable. They're so silly. You can change your opinion on someone based on current evidence. At the end of the day, you can rate someone and not rate someone. Just because I rate him and not rate him doesn't make you a hypocrite. Are you mad? Are you silly at the end of the day? If you rate someone and you don't rate someone, it doesn't mean anything. You know, if I rate a Ferrari, but I don't rate an Ford Escort, doesn't make me a hypocrite to cars, does it? Goodness me, these people are just absolutely madness. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was out of his depth. He was not a good manager, legend as a player, but as a manager, he was not that guy. He set us back years, guys. And at the end of the day, I stand by that. Am I going to change my opinion? No, that hasn't changed. So how can I be a hypocrite? It's a mad thing. These people are absolutely nutters, absolutely online. Sometimes you come across the biggest nutters. Honestly, that's what I said. Sometimes social media has given a lot of waste men a voice, and sadly. Mr. Sal, you have been in Nigeria. That's a language, Mr. For fetish stuff here, man. A huge thumbs up for Mr. Sal and his YouTube channel. My show, thank you so much, Gloria. I have not been to Nigeria, unfortunately, yet. I almost went to Nigeria. My friend, if you may have heard of him, his name is John Akinde. He played in the lower leagues in England for Wycombe Wanderers, and I was almost going to go there for a gig, for a concert with my brother, who's a musician. I was going to go to Lagos, and I was going to go to Abuja as well. My friend Michael Barango, he's a big friend of mine. AO Beats is my producer, one of my big producers, one of the best producers in the game. AO Beats from Nigeria. Big up AO Beats, by the way. Go and check him out. AO Beats, my friend, right? Check out AO Beats. You see what he's produced, you'll come back to me. Mate, he's my friend and he's my best friend at the end of the day. I love Nigerian people. Nigerian people are salt of the earth. My friend who went to my wedding, Ben Kanu, he's Nwanko Kanu of Nigeria's cousin. He went to my wedding. So yeah, I have a lot of Nigerian affiliations. I love the Nigerian people, of course. And I'd love to go there one day. Inshallah, I'd love to go there one day. Rasta Stocks, how you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Good to see you. Where do you think we're finishing in the league at the end of the season? And do you think we're going to win the Europa League? Do you know what? I think that we should win the Europa League, my friend. I think we should win the Europa League. I think there's no excuses in regards to Europa League. It does get a little bit tricky after the Champions League. Teams leave the Champions League. I don't know what's going on with that now. Can someone fill me in? Because I know they've got a league now, haven't they? So what happens in regards to if you get knocked out of the Champions League? Do you still go into the Europa League? What goes on there? I'm not too sure. But I feel like we should aim to win the Europa League. Absolutely. We should qualify for that table, league, whatever it is, and do that. In regards to the league, I think we'll come finish. I mean, I said at the beginning of the season we're going to challenge. I think we're still going to shock a number of people. I do. I think we're going to shock a number of people. And my prediction will be third. I'm going to get clipped. Absolutely. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Kazi. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you back. Good to have you back, my friend. Nice to see you. Nice. Chicha, I agree with you, Miss Sal. You can never rate someone's reflecting the past together with the present. The present always tells if you are having a continuous credit. At the end of the day, look, people want to come on and copy and paste old tweets. Number one, what does that say about you? You've got so much time on your hands to do that. Number two, the argument is completely flawed because at the end of the day, I still don't believe Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was good enough, but I do believe Ten Hag can be good enough. Now, if Ten Hag doesn't succeed this season, then I'll say, well, you know what I mean? He needs to move on, just like I did with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. That's not hypocritical, is it? They're just being stupid. They're trying to get relevance, and then they use fake accounts to say, did you see this? Did you see this? I just ignore it, mate. I just ignore it. Rasmus Højlund, is he back after 4? I think he's back against Southampton, hopefully. Fingers crossed he's back against Southampton. Chichi, Mr. Sal, come to Nigeria and feel the steez. The swag is massive there too. Absolutely, I will go there. Absolutely will go there. What's it worth, Gloria? What is it worth for me to go to Nigeria? Yeah, I'll go to Nigeria. Absolutely, I would love to go to Nigeria. Fantastic country, fantastic people. And yeah, massive. Love to go there. I love to travel. I'll go there one day. Maybe I'll do a live stream there as well. Maybe we'll do that. That'd be fantastic, guys. Yeah, so at the end of the day, look, things are looking positive in regards to Man United. In regards to January, Christopher Vivell will be staying at Man United to do some business in January, we hope. Fingers crossed we don't get any injuries. Fingers crossed nothing happens. But one thing I would say is just keep backing the manager. Stop going online. Stop being silly. Stop swearing. Stop insulting. Back the manager. Criticise when it's time to criticise. But don't go overboard with it because it doesn't make any sense, my guys. It doesn't make any sense. I've got people who, for goodness sake, are talking about gym, who are talking about fitness, who've never run in their life. They're talking about Ten Hag works them too hard. Next minute they're saying Ten Hag doesn't work them enough. 1 minute they're saying Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was too soft. Next minute they're saying Ten Hag is too hard. Where do you win? Where's the balance in this? It's becoming a bit crazy, some of this stuff, do you know what I mean, that I'm hearing in regards to Ten Hag, in regards to these Ten Hag outages. You know what? They just need to calm down. Do you know what I mean? Just calm down. And at the end of the day, what will be, will be. If he goes, he goes. Do you know what I mean? If he goes, he goes. If he doesn't get results on the pitch, we all know what's going to happen, guys. We all know that he's not going to keep his job. It's going to be very hard for him to keep his job if he doesn't get results on the pitch. I just urge people to be a little bit more constructive with their opinions. As Man United fans, we're supposed to set an example. Maybe they should go back and study us a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Obi is close, it's imminent, Chow. I believe what I'm hearing is that he is very close to being at Man United. When it happens, we'll do a breaking show, of course, when Obi Martin does eventually sign for Man United. Really excited about Obi Martin. It's a generational. I'm really excited to have a Man United, and it's important that we do get that deal through the door. It'd be great if we can get that deal through the door ASAP, guys, because he's a brilliant player, and I'm glad. Obviously, Arsenal are a little bit upset. You know, they want compensation. They want to take us to court, but I'm sure we can sort out that. I'm sure we can iron out the finer details of that, of course. Big up, Randy. How you doing, my friend? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Guys, don't forget to smash a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's keep building up the subscribers. Absolutely, guys. Thank you so much for joining the stream. You're absolute legend. Rasterstock. We are in a rebuild and we just have to be patient. Absolutely, mate, as fans. But some other fans based it very impatient, and it's not going to happen overnight. Absolutely, mate. We are a mess. When Ten Hag took over Man United, we were a mess. We were an absolute calamity, right? And people seem to have dementia. They forget where we were when Ten Hag took over the club. We all agreed at that time. Let's be honest. We all agreed at that time it's going to take about 5 years, didn't we? Let's be honest. You know, it's going to take about 5 years to fix this mess. The media was saying it. Everyone was saying it. You know, but now, look, it's still, second season has just ended. We're 3 games into the third season, and it's all hell's broken loose at the end of the day. And all these people on these fan channels, on this and that, are shouting and screaming and swearing and effing and blinding and this and that. You know, like it adds weight to their opinion. Because at the end of the day, when you're shouting and swearing and effing and blinding, it just shows that you lack the intelligence to construct a proper argument. And that's what I would say about them. They need to sit down, be calm, go to the gym, do something, go for a jog, do something like that, and maybe they'll calm down a little bit. Punch some punch bags, do something like that. Do you know what I mean? It might calm you down a little bit, rather than going on stream in front of a camera and screaming your head off, spit going everywhere, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? For goodness sake, I hate to be an iPhone in front of him. For goodness me, that would be madness, isn't it? But yeah, at the end of the day, we support the manager. I support the manager right now. Of course, if it gets to the end of the season and we're 10th, we're 8th, yeah, we're going to say, look, at the end of the day, maybe it's not working out. Do you know what I mean? It's the third season. We shouldn't be coming 8th. We need to see improvement. What I want to see is improvement this season. If we get improvement this season, I'm all for that. As long as we're getting improvement, as long as we're seeing results on the pitch, as long as we move up that table, which I believe we will, guys. Absolutely believe we will. Big up everyone, big up Randy, you legend. For me, Man United is still just slow in the transfer market. Attack is a crap, midfield is a crap, and United, you have to give it time, fan. Absolutely have to give it time. You have to wait till Ugarte comes in, of course, and we have to wait till this whole structure. Let's not forget that this whole football club has changed within months. So much has changed in this last few months. It's hard to fathom how much has changed in this football club this last few months. So forgive me for feeling that we need a little bit of time. Do you know what I mean? We do need a little bit of time. We have to be patient, guys. If it doesn't work, if we get to Christmas, let's even say Christmas, and it's not working out, then we can say, well, do you know what? Maybe we need someone else in there. But I would give him to the end of the season. We are a club in construction, but people are talking about the EPL. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. People are talking about the EPL. We have to lower expectations a little bit. I firmly believe, Randy, that we will have a surprising season. As I said all summer, I believe we will have a surprising season, and it will shut a lot of people up. I think. I'm not saying that we're going to go out there and we're going to win the title by 10 points. No, I'm just saying that we're going to have a surprising season. Look, it's only 3 games. We win the next 4 or 3. Do you know what I mean? Things are going to happen. You know, we're going to move up that table pretty quickly. Me, I need Man United to win. Me too, fan. We all want Man United. We all want the best for Man United. We all want Man United to win leagues. We all want Man United to win football matches. That's what we're here for at the end of the day. It's the best. When on this stream, right, when we win, it's the best. We celebrate. We're enjoying ourselves. We're happy. Do you know what I mean? But at the moment, we lost 2 games in a row, so we're a little bit down. But what we have to understand, the circumstances surrounding why we lost 2 games in a row. Look at the team. Look at players making their debut. Look at players not being match fit. Look at they haven't even had a pre-season. Guys, they haven't even had the pre-season. Do you know what I mean? You know, and these players, you expect them to be world beaters straight away. You can't expect players who haven't even had a pre-season to be world beaters. Do you know what I mean? You have to think of things more constructively. You have to think of things from a bird's eye view and look at it from above and think, you know what? We have to be patient, guys. Look, you know, this player's not fit. This player's not match fit. We still haven't got all the players in. Ugarte's not in yet. We have to wait. You know, being knee-jerk reaction, it doesn't help anyone at the end. 2 more years to come back. At the end of the day, fan, we just have to believe and keep behind the manager. Fan, I say it like this, right? We will have a good season, guys. Patience is a virtue. Absolutely. You know, Rasta, you know what? You learn in life that patience is a virtue. Patience is one of the most important things in life. And it's so underrated. Patience is in regards to saving, in regards to persistence, in regards to moving up, in regards to fan cams, in regards to these type of things. Patience is a virtue. Do you know what I mean? Patience is a virtue. That's what life is. Looking at the squad, I think 5th. Do you know what? Yeah, some people are going to say 5th. As long as we qualify for the Champions League, you know, that is important that we qualify for the Champions League this season. I think it's very important that we qualify for the Champions League. But I'm saying 3rd, guys. I'm going to die on that hill. I'm saying 3rd. We're going to surprise a lot of people this season. That's what I believe. If we don't, then so be it. You know, the new manager will come in. I'll support the new manager as well. And I will be patient. For goodness sake, do you know what I mean? I will be patient. Some people are just screaming and shouting. The sad thing is, we got a number of so-called fans who want us to lose and celebrating that we lost against Liverpool, our arch rivals at the end of the day. Our arch rivals. How can you celebrate Liverpool scoring a goal against Man United? Goodness me, I can't even fathom that. You know, at the end of the day, how can you claim to be a Man United fan and celebrate when Liverpool score against us? It's sickening. It's absolutely out of order, guys. Absolutely out of order. I mean, I'm lost for words. I'm speechless. When I saw that, you know, I'm speechless. I shared it on my Twitter page. You know, when I saw that, I was absolutely speechless. Europa, yeah, if we win the Europa League, brilliant. I loved when Jose Mourinho won the Europa League. Is one of my best moments post Sir Alex Ferguson. Probably the best moment for post Sir Alex Ferguson was winning that Europa League. Very emotional time. Very emotional. It's very nice to win another European trophy. Man United's success over the years is based on patience. Ferguson took United their relegation and back later. Ferguson came 10th as well, didn't he? United is patience. That's why we're united. Exactly, mate. You have to be patient. You have to be united. But also, you can't be overzealous. And what I mean by overzealous is you can't be 100% supporting regardless what happens. You have to call out criticism. When you call out criticism, you pick the bones out of a performance when we don't perform well. You praise when we play well. You say where we can do better. But at the end of the day, the most important thing out of everything is not to overreact and not to be overreactional and not to have a knee-jerk reaction in regards to it. That's important. Losing against Liverpool is hurting. Absolutely, Randy, it hurts me too. You know, we've got to stop this. This is one thing, we've got to stop losing to our arch rivals, and we've got to stop losing so easily as well, without a fight. If we fight, I'm happy. You know, if we fight, yeah, then great. But we're not fighting at the moment for the badge. And that's one more thing that's disappointing. Regards to the 3 games in the EPL, Man United 6 points. I say Man United is slow as transfer market. Yeah, absolutely, they are slow. Regards to Supermendy, I would like Supermendy. I'm not sure about Sanderberg. Ugarte is better than Sanderberg. I'm not sure about him. We must support our manager and the players. Absolutely. Right now, what happens is that when you get on top of the team, when you get on top of the manager right now, it doesn't help the club's ambitions for the future, because what it does, it adds extra pressure. Now, what's going to happen is this. If Ten Hag doesn't win football matches, we know what's going to happen. So at the end of the day, getting on his back is not going to help, is it? It's not going to change things. At the end of the day, his job is to get results on the football pitch. If he gets results on the football pitch, we're happy. If he doesn't, we know what's going to happen. He doesn't need us to tell him. He doesn't need us to scream abuse at a camera. He doesn't need us to point a finger at the camera, acting like a bad man. He doesn't need that. You know, he just needs us to be patient, to call out mistakes when we call out mistakes in a constructive, professional way, without having to hurl abuse, calling someone a peanut head, calling someone a ball fraud, calling someone like that. It's disgusting at the end of the day, and it's not Man United. Ten Hag has to coach his players in a way where they are not afraid of the ball. Yep, it's only Ahmed who looks like he works the ball. Every time we start from the back, the players are slow. The players are scared. It looks like we're supposed to be the ones who make other teams scared during the 90s and stuff. Early noughties, we used to make teams scared. Teams used to lose the game before they even got on the pitch. Now it looks like exactly what Trigger Kim said. Big up Trigger Kim. Now it looks like what Trigger Kim said is that we're scared of the ball. And Man United were never scared of the ball. We're scared to pass out. We're scared to take on our man. We're scared to lose the ball. All that in between. It's a confidence thing. We're very down. We've lost a lot of games over this last 10 years. We've witnessed a lot of failure in this last 10 years. We've been smacked up a lot of times this last 10 years, sadly. You know, but we have to do, and that's exactly what Sugar King said, we have to coach the players in a way they are not afraid to take the ball, and they're not afraid in general. They're not afraid to win. They're not afraid to take risks. They played football since a young age. They should know about football. Don't be scared of the ball. You know, the team should be scared of you, not you scared of the ball. And that's how it should be, my friends, absolutely. And that's how I feel about it. At the end of the day, I hope that things will change. There is a mentality problem at Man United, a huge mentality problem at Man United. We have a lot of players there who are worried, who are being defensive, including Bruno in the media, who is defensive, of course, is passive aggressive, and we don't need any of that. You know what I mean? We don't need players calling out the manager for tactics like Casemiro did. We don't need any of that. We have the media who hate us to do that for us. We have rival fans who hate us to do that for us. We don't need us as Man United fans to do that as well. Innit? We don't need to fall into that trap. Rasta Stocks, I don't like Liverpool. They were better than our bit. We are bigger club. We are a bigger club than Liverpool, and Liverpool can scream and shout with their one title in 30 years, guys. With their one title in 30 years. What they want, all right, they won the Champions League, right? But where's their titles? Where's this dominance that we've been hearing about with Manchester City? It's a lie. It's a myth. I will not support the next manager if Erik ten Hag is sacked unfairly. If it's unfair, yeah, it depends who takes charge. If it's Gareth Southgate, I'm going to find it very, 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 very hard to support at the end of the day, because I don't rate Gareth Southgate. As an Englishman, I don't rate Gareth Southgate as a manager. I will hoping we win, but you know what? I'll probably be Gareth Southgate before he even steps out of that tunnel. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. In my opinion, unless we get someone like a Nagelsmann, someone of that, an Amorim, someone of that nature, I would support them. I would say, oh, well, at least we got a good manager. But right now, we need to give Erik ten Hag a chance. Let's wait until after the international break. Let's see what happens. You never know what's going to happen. We might go there. We beat Southampton. We beat Aston Villa. We beat Crystal Palace. We beat Spurs. Then what? Then what? Then we say, look at that. We've done it before. We can do it again. If you look at Erik ten Hag's first season, we won 4 games in a row. After we had a bad start, we won 4 games in a row, including a 3-1 win against Arsenal, if we all remember that, in Erik ten Hag's first season. It can happen again. It's all about confidence. But we need to make Old Trafford intimidating again. We need to make Old Trafford the scary place again. Because at the moment, for me, it's not a scary place. It's not at all. V Liverpool versus game. Liverpool better. Man United have to play on the ten Hag's class. The problem is in Man United now. Liverpool win game. Liverpool. Liverpool have further development. What people seem to forget is that Klopp left the Liverpool squad ready. So Arne Slot just needed to slot himself in and manage the team. That's it. Ten Hag took charge of Man United in disarray, in a mess. One of the worst situations in our history. You can't be blaming player errors when you set them up badly. Errors don't exist on their own. It's blaming Onana when you play one at the back. You know what? It's not just about blaming Onana, my friend Trigger Kim. It's just that everything that's shot at him, he doesn't save, which De Gea would have saved. That goal, 2 goals against Liverpool, he should have saved. And numerous amounts of times, I'm not saying it's just Onana's fault. Yeah, it's not. We are letting too many shots in, but sometimes, goalkeeper, save it. He doesn't save it. Sometimes we have to realise that he's just actually not a good shot stopper. And I spoke to an Italian, he's an Inter Milan fan, a few weeks ago. And he said, boy, you're going to have problems with Onana. And look what's happening. We're having problems with Onana. And at the end of the day, Onana, he's not a shot stopper. We need shot stopping. That's what we need, a shot stopper. We've always had shot stoppers. We've had Van der Sar, we've had Peter Schmeichel, we've had De Gea. Even Mark Bosnich and Barthez were shot stoppers. We do need shot stoppers. If at the end of the day, some of the goals he's let in, I'm not being cruel. I would have saved them. At the end of the day. You know what I mean? And I'm not even that tall. I just feel like that. I'm not exaggerating and all that. Some of the goals I would do. I would drop Onana and bring him back in there for a little bit. But I thought, no Southgate, Tuchel. No, absolutely not. By the way, Randy, absolutely not. No Southgate, no Tuchel. Absolutely not. Not for me. Trigger Kim, then Sub-Banana, you see the problem is we can all see these issues. It doesn't turn out. This is the problem, Trigger Kim. And this is where you come into constructive criticism. And this is perfectly right. Do you know what I mean? It's up to Ten Hag to drop these players. It was up to Ten Hag to keep Kova, who was the young goalkeeper who went to Bayer Leverkusen and won the league. It was up to us to keep Kova and play Kova because he was a brilliant young goalkeeper. Why didn't we keep him? That is a problem of Ten Hag, and that's an issue that Ten Hag needs to face. His favouritism is getting exhausting. His persistence of Rashford is exhausting. We can't keep playing the same players over and over again. It's insanity. We can't keep playing the same formation over and over again. It's insanity. But we know what Ten Hag can do. We've seen it in the FA Cup final. We've seen it in the League Cup final. We've seen it in his first season when he came 3rd, right? We know what he can do. So let's step back and let's see what happens after the international break. If we go and lose to Southampton, then we're going to have to say, well, what the hell is going on? Do you know what I mean? Southampton have got no strikers, they've got no defenders. Let's see what's going on. Absolutely. But a good point, Trigger Kim, by the way. Is Liverpool and Arsenal is better than Man United? At the moment, we can't argument. I wouldn't say that player for player they're better. I think they're set up better. Now, we can all argue that Liverpool are better, Arsenal are better. They're playing better because they're more advanced in their development. And when people say, no, but Arne Slot is his first season, no. Jurgen Klopp left Liverpool with the squad ready. He just needed to press play. That's all he needed to do. At the end of the day, Arsenal haven't won anything. So they can play their tiki-taka, lovely football, beautiful football, lovely, lovely, jubbly. What have they won? When Odegaard retires at Arsenal, right? If he retires at Arsenal, when he speaks to his kids, what did you win? I came second place. So did Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Jose Mourinho. They came second place. It doesn't really mean anything. We weren't celebrating it. You know, at the end of the day, look, it's multi-layered. Football is multi-layered. You can't just say this is that because they play better football and this. Arsenal have always played pretty football. Arsenal have always played great football. You know what I mean? We've always been a robust style of team, a team that counters, a team that presses, but we've never played that tiki-taka style of football, have we? We've never been that team. I could agree on one thing. Our managers won more trophies despite our city rivals than our clubs. We've won more trophies. Absolutely. And long may it continue. And hopefully, whilst we keep winning trophies, the winning mentality still continues. The winning mentality grows and we end up challenging for the league. I believe we will. We just need to be patient, guys. Style of play is simply a myth. Absolutely, Kenny. What is style of play? For me, Kenny, style of play is winning football matches. Alex Ferguson, if I told one of these fan cammers and all them lot to come and sit with me right now without the Google in front of them, what is Sir Alex Ferguson's style of play? Winning football. That's it. And the things about football, we need to win matches and trophies. Absolutely. Trophies is everything at the end of the day. And we will challenge for the league. Don't worry. There's only what? League Cup, FA Cup, Premier League to fight for in England. We won one of them last season. All right, we won one of them last season. We won the League Cup and the FA Cup in the last 2 years. You know, if that is a sign of a good manager. If that isn't a sign of a good manager, I don't know what is, to be honest. Eric Ten Hag is a trophy magnet. He is, absolutely. Trigger Kim. Randy, sorry. Absolutely, Randy. Big up. I heard Biander is a terrible keeper. I heard a Turkish person say that we regret playing Biander because he's even worse than Onana. Maybe we should have kept Vitek or Tom Heaton. Maybe we should have kept Kova. Maybe Kova was the right man because he's won the league with like Bayer Leverkusen, hasn't he? Luckily, we got a buy-on clause. Maybe we can buy him back. It's ridiculous why we don't look at players and we just bought Onana when we had Kova there, you know? You're right, Arsenal have to win the Premier League. Well, if Arsenal don't win nothing this season, then they're just a myth at the end of the day. Arsenal have won nothing, but I guess who is taking drugs and psychedelic drugs before watching their games for at least 3 years? Us, I'm depressed about watching us play or time for the last 5 years. Yeah, we're depressed at the end of the day, but I celebrated the trophy more than Arsenal celebrated last season. I celebrated the FA Cup more than Arsenal celebrated last season. We got more emotional about that FA Cup than Arsenal got emotional all last season. Arsenal are angry. They're angry. We will get to the promised land. We will get to where we need to be. Just wait. Just wait. Remember these words, mate. Remember these words. In fact, style of play is winning football matches. Absolutely, Kelly. That's what I agree. Style of play is winning goddamn football matches. That is the best feeling in the world, guys. Absolutely. I don't care about style. I care about winning. Absolutely. And that is Sir Alex Ferguson to a T. It weren't about he plays tiki-taka. It was about winning football matches. He changed the team to win football matches. So, guys, I've overrun. I don't care. I've overrun the stream, but you guys just keep me going. It's been a fantastic stream yet again, guys. I've enjoyed it. You guys are legends. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and smash a like on the video, please. It's very important for the algorithms and stuff like that. Really, really appreciate all you guys. We are getting there. We're getting there. We're moving forward, and this community is the reason why I do this, guys. Thank you so much. You absolute legends. I can't wait to see you later for Chatterbox. 2 p.m. UK time, 3 p.m. Central European time, 5 p.m. Middle Eastern time. So guys, take it easy. I shall see you very soon. Don't forget. And also, keep the positivity. Good things around the corner. Good things around the corner. Take it easy. Peace.